Welcome back to Cardinals franchise. If you watched the entire last episode as Aiden Greco kicks us off with the 5 gift sub, thank you very much, Aiden. I had started the next episode, and then it got late, and then we didn't continue. And it wasn't supposed to just randomly be included in the last episode that made it very, very long. So if you were confused about what happened and who the generational player we drafted was, the generational player we drafted is David Duff. But we didn't draft him in that episode. We just drafted him, and now we were seeing him for the first time. He's pretty good. Not the fleetest of foot, but he can hit. He's got power, and we saw that. He's been promoted to AAA. Currently 3 doubles and a homer at the AAA level in just 6 games. He's a very good player. He's going to pass Nolan Gorman in terms of overall, but I like Nolan Gorman. He's got really big-time power. We're seeing the best version of Nolan Gorman we've ever seen. He's got 1.2 WAR already. I say already, we're like 60 games into the season, but I've been really impressed with Gorman. He's headed for career highs. I'm hoping that continues. Like, there really is not a rush to bring up David Duff or Chris Valdez, who is absolutely tearing up AAA, hitting .366 with 15 homers in 224 at-bats. Valdez is about ready. Valdez absolutely will be up prior to David Duff, but there's no rush right now. He's 19, playing his first season of pro ball ever. There's just not really a massive need to get him to the major league level right now. There's just not. We've got a good thing going. We're 46-22. The draft and trade deadline, at least, will be in this episode. But we just got to keep doing what we're doing right now. He was cold for a bit to start the year. But as things have warmed up, so has Bryant Beach. Now hitting .282, 15 home runs. You see some of the development. OPS near 900. Bryant Beach has been phenomenal. And I'm really, really excited about the future of this team, but we've got a huge lead. We have 11.5 games on the second place Reds. It's the entire rest of the NL Central that's fighting to be 500, and the Brewers are really, really struggling. But we're going to hopefully stay hot and keep things going. We've got to worry about scouting. It looks like Willie Hernandez could end up being good value. Thurman Blackman, maybe not so much. So we'll see. We've been scouting some shortstops. Okay. You know, the focus for me has kind of been on middle infield because, you know, we might end up losing Mason Wynn. We could use, you know, better prospects in the organization in the middle infield. The player that I really would like is Cash Sears. He just looks extremely well-rounded. I don't know that he's ever going to be able to play shortstop. It doesn't appear to be that way. But it looks like he's got a good arm. And the defense is pretty good. Someone I could potentially consider moving over to shortstop. So that would be an option. But it's like, is he going to get to us? We have the 18th pick. Are we going to be able to get Leroy Garcia? Hard to say. We're not picking as high as we're used to picking. And here we're going to jump in. Down 5-2 to the Royals. Bryant Beach is 0 for 3. Riley Green homered in this game. But Beach has a 13-game hit streak on the line. Hopefully, we will be able to continue that. Jake, thanks for the gift sub to Lorson. Appreciate you very much. We have people in the Twitch chat now making their names off of players in this series. It's chaos, but lefty. Beach can handle lefties. He's not a complete, you know, platoon-style player where he can only hit one side. Really good sweeper, 0-0. Would have been down 0-1 either way. There's a slider. A little bit late on it. And now Beach, who struck out in each of his last 2 at-bats, is 0 for 2 today. We need him seeing beach balls up there at the plate the way he has been in this stretch. And lefty's always tough. It's been a steady diet of sliders and sweepers so far from Clevenger. And there is the slider. Beach swings through it. Just extremely well located. But we are making a comeback in this game. Beach is on deck. First and second. 2 outs. It's all down to Glaber. And Glaber hits it a right. That's going to get down. And that's going to tie the game. Glaber Torres ties it at 5 with an RBI single. The Cardiac Cards. Down but never out. Let's get the Glaber emotes in chat. You love to see it. Thomas Ajazi in a pinch run. And now it's Bryant Beach to extend the hit streak and potentially win it. It's another lefty-lefty matchup against Caleb Ferguson, and that slurve drops in. I mean, they've clearly got a way they want to pitch him. Sliders, slurves, sweepers, away. And there's the fastball up and in. Beach pops it up. We are headed to extras. Man, he's just a second-year player, and yet they pitch him like a veteran. No at bat is easy. Not seeing a lot of meatballs. Making sure he doesn't see a right-hander. Ooh, runner goes to third. Bobby Witt Jr. sliding in safely. That's a big base to steal with 1 out. And the Royals got the lead as a result. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. Gorman down 0-2. He hits it a third. Beach can't advance. But it's bobbled, and Gorman is safe at first. Caught a break there. A rare error from the phenomenal defensive third baseman, Michael Garcia. Gorman needed to pull that on the ground to get Beach to advance, but that's okay. Herrera is a great clutch hitter who struggled a bit, but he's starting to get it going. He hits lefties. He's very clutch. This is a great matchup, 3-1. Get down, get down, get down! Ivan Herrera has tied it. Gorman does not run well. He's going to stop at third. Herrera to second. And this team will not quit. Yeri, thanks for the prime sub. It's an RBI double for Ivan Herrera, who I really want to see get going. That's a great piece of hitting. And we know Victor Scott can win it for us. 3 hits, including a double today. He may be down 0-2, but he's just got to put the ball in play. Will this do it? It's fairly deep to right center. Gorman should be able to tag, and he will. And Victor Scott has won it for us again. And the rally. I mean, you really never expected to win this game. Glaber was down 0-2, down to his final strike. Puts the ball in play, drops it in for a base hit. That forced extras. And then Victor Scott just got enough. I mean, it was a pitch on the outside part of the plate. Tough to pull as deep as he did. But that was a really nice win. Feels like we can do no wrong right now. Even when our pitching's not great, we just find a way. Albies and Witt both homered. Weatherholt and Riley Green. Ivan Herrera, Danny Wright, and Victor Scott all with 2-hit games. Doubles for Herrera, Wynn, Wright, Scott, and Weatherholt, and a home run for Riley Green. Tanner Bybee with his worst start of the year by a mile. And then Bryson Motts out of the pen here. 3 innings, 0 earned runs. Ghost runners scored in extras. That's where the 1 run comes from. 3 strikeouts. Man, he's been a nice little player for us. This is crazy. How much help do the Dodgers need? They go out and get Hunter Goodman, one of the best power-hitting catchers in the game. Luis Ariz, who was actually killing it with the Rockies. It was kind of like the best spot for him, although having a bit of a down year. In return, Tyrell Leonard, the 89th best prospect in baseball, 18-year-old starting pitcher. Dalton Rushing, and Yuendry Vargas, who is no longer ranked as a prospect. That is an interesting trade. Danny Wright has an 11-game hit streak. We are up 3-2 right now. And when Danny's right, He can do no wrong. It's lefty-lefty. We'll never get a matchup as a lefty against a right-hander again. Frustrating. Danny Wright, 1 for 7 in this series, but has tripled. And hopefully we get a mistake here. And Danny Wright can keep this hit streak alive. But maybe more importantly, get us some insurance. He'll pop up. First pitch, fastball, outside part of the plate. Couldn't stay on it. And of course, now we go to extras. Brutal. Danny Wright leads off the 11th. Swinging on the first pitch, deep to left center. That should extend the hit streak. Danny Wright can fly, but it hops over the wall. And Danny Wright will unfortunately be stuck at second base. That could have been a triple. It wasn't. Can we win anyway, though? Thomas Sajazi with a 10-game hit streak. I mean, the entire team. Hit streak after hit streak after hit streak. Everybody on the team's got one going. That's just what this lineup has done so far. All right, Thomas, we'll trust you. Came up with a big hit last episode. And that's a pitch to hit. Sajazi deep to left field. It's got a lot of hang time, and it's going to find the seats. How did he keep it fair? Thomas Sajazi doesn't have a lot of power. Really is only in the lineup to hit lefties. But here off a righty, Thomas Sajazi has left the building. Danny Wright comes around to score after all, and that hopefully is enough to do it. The only question was he going to have enough on it, and was it going to stay fair? So that's two questions. That should be enough to win it. And it is. The cardiac cards may go to extras every game, but Thomas Sajazi wins it for us. Weatherholt with a homer. We had 6 hits and 6 runs, 3 of which came in the 11th inning. And this is kind of like what you see when you've got something special. It's the role players who contribute and end up being like cult heroes and stars. And I kind of think that's what we're seeing a little bit. Maybe Seamus Hassett could be a good value pick. And we're potentially looking to add at shortstop. I mean, we'll take a look at Omar Corona. I mean, the draft is right around the corner. We actually do have quite a few picks. So I have to see what we can do with that. And here we are, up 8-0 in the top of the 7th. But Thomas Sajazi, as you guys might remember from all the way back to a minute ago, has a pretty big hit streak going. It's up into the double digits. We've reached 50 wins, by the way, which is notable at this point of the year. Sajazi hitting over 300, slugging .463, just grabbed his 4th homer of the year, and up 8-0. I mean, Sajazi, you might be the only one without a hit in the entire lineup. That's a pitch to hit, though. Sajazi drives it the other way. I don't know if this is going to get out. It's not. Tracked down at the track. And Sajazi is retired. He will get another at-bat, though. Up 11-0. Average has dipped below 300. He'll face Dedniel Nunez. Pitch down the middle. Sajazi might have done it again. Deep to left field. Sajazi off the top of the wall. That should potentially score a run. We're going to try to get to third with Sajazi. Runner is safe at third, at home. Sajazi advances to third on the throw, and the hit streak is now to 12. We end up winning 13-2, and Ivan Herrera gave us 2 homers, 2 doubles for Mason Wynn in a 4-hit day. Joshua Baez homered. Bryant Beach 2 for 5 with a home run. That's what you like to see. 3 hits for Glaber and Herrera. Sajazi with a double. I mean, really nearly homered twice. Bryant Beach was with his 16th home run of the year. Glaber even stole a base. And look at Chris Bubich going out there, giving us 6 strong innings. Richard Fitz out of the pen. 3 innings, only 1 earned. Nice stuff. Gorman, unfortunately, just a walk today and a couple of Ks. So maybe there is an argument to be made for Chris Valdez to come up and take some playing time away from Nolan Gorman. That could be a thing. But it's still early into the year. We're going to see what happens. Sajazi still has a hit streak going. And he's still going to be 0 for 3 deep into the game every single time. We're down 8-4. Maybe we can get something going. Sajazi's got a favorable matchup here against a lefty.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman Thomas
Mason Montgomery does throw insanely hard, though. The question may be, does he know where it's going? And, I mean, we'll take a walk, trying to fight back and win this game. It's against a division rival. I know they're not having a phenomenal season, but the talent on this Pirates team is actually fantastic. Like, it really is incredible. You look at the team they're throwing out there today. Connor Griffin, Jazz Chisholm, Wilson Contreras, Taylor Ward, Randy Arozarena, Brian Reynolds. It is a really talented squad. So, they can get it going at any moment. Fastball up at 102 by Sajazi. And here is the 2-2. Good slider. Sajazi hits it hard, foul. I'm just looking for a mistake we can jump on. That might be it. Sajazi to right field. I don't think they're going to get to it. Thomas Sajazi off the wall. We're going to stay 1. Might have had 2. The hit streak continues. Nolan Gorman with the prime. And we'll see if we can battle back. We end up scoring another run, but it was not enough. Bryant Beach homered in a 1-for-5 day. Riley Green 3-for-5 with a home run. But it was not enough. The Pirates clearly got to our starter a little bit. As Tanner Bybee, again, not a great outing. 5 innings, 4 earned, 4 Ks. Tyler Holton got hit hard out of the pen. We just didn't have it today. Riley Green, 2-homer day. Trying to get revenge here to win the series. Right now it's a game apiece in the 3-game series against Pittsburgh. Riley Green will need to go lefty-lefty crime in order to make it a 3-homer day. It is Yuki Matsui, though, who I would say is bad. Riley Green, 3 homers in this series. Let's just try to get a mistake. Pull one out. Riley Green handles lefties. And that is a pitch I feel like you can drive. Maybe it's a bit low at the knees, trying to pull it and golf it out of here. Couldn't do it. A couple of solo homers. Those runners will advance. The ball is still not tracked down. So now a base hit likely scores 2 with the speed of Weatherhold on second base. Come on, Riley. Having a great year. Hitting .344. It's a good fastball for Matsui, well located. And that is a hanging slider. That's the pitch you got to destroy. And all Riley could do was foul it off. Brutal. Splitter just off the plate. Good take from Green. Didn't even consider going at the slider. They're going to say he held up. He didn't even try, so yeah, easy. And here's the payoff pitch, 3-2. Ball 4, bases loaded. Riley Green won't get his 3rd homer of the day in this at-bat at least, but he will get another at-bat. Look at his numbers, man. OPS over 1,000. And here's Mason Montgomery. He throws hard. Riley Green's got another hit. But it's not going to leave the stadium or get into the seats, get out of the field of play. And the Pirates are making a comeback here. It's 6-4. But even though he struggled a little bit lately, Mason Miller puts these away. Fly ball. Should be an easy out. Weatherholt underneath it. Cardinals win. Nice game for everybody, but especially Riley Green. 3 for 4, 2 homers. Glaber with a 3-hit day, including a home run. Like to see that. We had a double for Bryant Beach. Gorman homered, his 18th of the year. I think that's tied for the team lead with Riley Green. Glaber with his 13th. And then stolen bases for Baez and Beach. Nice outing by Sean Burke. Gave us 6 1/3. Only 1 earned run. Not great for Brian Fernandez, but he turned it over to Mason Miller, who shut it down. Like to see that. I know they've been pretty bad this year, but you still need to beat the opponents in your division. Bases loaded. Down by 2. Riley Green at the plate. Has homered in this game. His 19th of the year. What a spot this would be for number 20. Not only would it give us the lead, it would likely be enough to put this game away. With Mason Miller looming for the 9th inning. Huge moment for Riley against the flame-throwing Abner Uribe. I'd take a base hit as well. That'd be just fine with me. Come on, Riley.
That's the ball.
Even a walk's not bad. Keep it rolling. We've got a lot of speed on the bases right now. 3-0. Do we green light? We did. Power swing on the fastball, 100 down the middle, fouled back. I think that was worth the swing there with the red hot green. And quickly 3-0 turns to 3-2. Himothy, thanks for the gift sub. More good timing and more foul balls for Riley. Foul ball. Riley Green stays alive. That's 99 painted up and away. Need a base hit, Riley. That was the pitch to do it. He's out in front. Oh, man. Hanger. He's looking for something a little bit faster. There's the sinker. This is a good at-bat from Riley Green. If you count fouling off pitches down the middle, it's good. Base hit! Back up the middle! We gotta try and tie it. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Riley Green advancing a second on the throw, but the RBI single ties the game as 2 come around to score. Riley Green. Was it ever in doubt? He kept seeing pitches. And finally, he got something he could put in fair territory and scores 2. We're going to challenge that. Don't really like 0-1 in that spot. That's low. Matthew, thanks for the prime. Good use of free will by Glaber to challenge that. 1-0 completely changes this at bat. And their strike would have been strike number 2. But it actually would have been ball 2 had we laid off. Trying to turn on the inside sinker. And there it is away. Catches the plate. And look at the location here from Uribe. Glaber, ground ball to short. This will do it. But we did manage to tie the game. Riley Green with a 2 RBI single. And hopefully that's enough to win. It was 9-7. Danny Wright, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs, and a homer. What a day. Bryant Beach, unfortunately, with the 0 for 5. Gorman with a 3-hit day. But Wright with 3 of our 4 extra base hits on the game. 2 doubles, a homer. Oh, man. 8 total bases, 6 total RBIs. Riley Green homered. Liberatore wasn't great. Dick Fitz was awful in relief. but the bats pulled through, and the back end of the bullpen with Fernandez, Holton, and Miller did enough. Danny Wright. I mean, he's awesome. Riley Green, bruised hand. He's going to be out for a few days. We're going to keep him active, though. So, what does this do for the lineup? Honestly, not a whole lot. Nothing's really going to change. Like, Danny Wright's going to move into the outfield. He's red hot right now. I'd love to see his potential go up. And look at his attributes. His contact in general has gone up so much. His power against righties, at least, is up slightly. And Bryant Beach, unfortunately, is cold again, supposedly, but the numbers are still very good. The lineup really does not change too much. Danny Wright third against lefties is kind of interesting. I don't know if I like that much. I feel like Baez should be up higher in the order. But I don't really want to move Beach down too much. But maybe Baez third. Nah, it probably can't happen. But you know what? Baez third. Gorman, Herrera. Let's go Wright, Herrera, Gorman, Beach, win, Scott. Just for a couple of days. We're 54 and 27. Omar Corona is the number 7 player in the draft, or at least trending that way. And Seamus Hassett is our new number 1. The bat looks very average, but the defense and speed looks good. Okay, we might have something there with Seamus Hassett. I don't think we're going to have a chance to get Corona. So honestly, kind of a waste to scout him. We'll look at another pitcher. Leroy Garcia probably won't have a chance to get anyway. I mean, we don't really need more outfielders right now, but in the MLB draft, you're not necessarily looking at position so much as you are looking at just the best player you can get. So, always looking at that. We'll move Hassett out of that spot. It looks pretty good. I don't know if he's truly the best player in the class, but of course I like the potential. Greg Ponce looks like he's got some pretty good potential. And everyone wants him replaced. Nolan Gorman is fighting hard to keep his job. 2 homers today. Looking to make it 3 against former Mets top prospect Brandon Sproat. Isn't Hassett scouted with my bad scout? I don't think I have a bad scout. He may not have the best accuracy,
Up next for the Cardinals.
but I have 3 scouts who I feel like are pretty good. Come on, Nolan. I really feel like he's done his job. The whole thing that Nolan Gorman needs to do is hit 5th or 6th, sometimes even 4th in our lineup, and just hit home runs. And that's what he's doing. He's not going to, get on consistently. He strikes out a lot. I don't really care. I feel like he's an insanely valuable part of this team. I'm not eager to get rid of Nolan Gorman. I'm really not. I'd like to see that pitch hit into the seats, though. A little bit early on it. Here's a 3-2. And it's ball 4.
Outside. Take your base.
Gorman looking for home run number 3. He won't even get another at bat. Top 9, 2 outs. Full count to Tyler O'Neill. It's not opening day, so no risk of a homer here. Popped up to third. Thomas Sajazi is there. Bryant Beach maybe with an off day. He played all but 1 game last year. Danny Wright triples again. Sajazi with a double. Glaber with a 2-hit day. And, a lot of 2-hit days. Weatherholt, Glaber, Sajazi hitting cleanup. Gorman, Danny Wright. Love to see it. Gorman hit his 20th or 19th and 20th homers of the year. And Tanner Bybee gives us 8 innings. What a start for Bybee against the Brew Crew. So, I don't know if it's just like the settings we have on to jump into the games, but it seems like it's always a crazy moment for the Cardiac Cardinals Down 5-4 here in the 8th. 2 outs. Gorman and Wynn are on. It'll be Victor Scott against Ryan Walker. Ryan Walker's a tough reliever, but Victor Scott's having a great year. Hitting .288, has doubled twice today and singled in a 3-for-3 effort. OPS near 800. We kept talking about it. It's like Victor Scott's a great player, gives us a lot of value with his defense and speed, but if the bat, similarly to Mason Wynn, can just show us a little bit more, he's going to go from solid regular to awesome everyday player, all-star type of player. Really, this whole lineup's been just amazing this year. And Victor Scott gives this one a ride. Deep to right center. Get out of here, ball! Victor Scott has left the building! 3-run homer, just finding the seats. 4-hit day. 3rd extra base hit. Victor Scott has done it again. That was a mistake pitch. And Victor Scott did not miss it. The only question was whether or not he was going to have enough power to get this thing into the seats, and he did. Thomas Sajazi 0-for-4 at the top of the lineup. He's playing a lot. But Riley Green should be back, healthy, and that's going to kind of cut Sajazi's playing time because Weatherholt's going to move back to the infield, and it's just a lot of good hitters to get into the lineup. Sajazi does have a 15-game hit streak going, so we would like to extend that. Obviously want to win. But if we can do both, that'd be great. Come on, Tom. What do you got for us? 2-1. 16-game hit streak for Thomas Sajazi. Didn't show the power that he showed off against the Mets at Citi Field. But certainly showing us some great contact abilities. Glaber 0-for-2 today, facing former teammate Ron Marinaccio. Glaber's been so awesome, too. Another guy that, people potentially want to see moved. I don't know why. He's been a great hitter at the top of our lineup. Like, why would you want to see him move? He's awesome. He's an on-base machine. He showed us some power. Obviously doesn't have a ton of speed. Right on cue. But he's been an awesome player for us. Cards win again. Victor Scott, 4-for-4 with 2 doubles and a homer, including the go-ahead home run. What a moment. And what a season. If Victor Scott is not an all-star, something is very, very wrong. We're coming up to the game. Lars Nootbaar is being mentioned in trade conversations. That's okay. Danny Wright has an 18-game hit streak. This Cardinals team just keeps hitting, but look at the scoreboard. Only 4 hits into the 7th inning. 4 hits through 6. And we're down 1-0. Danny Wright's hitting .340. OPS at .983. Scored 35 runs and stolen 10 bases. He'll face Justin Slayton.
Ball 1.
But I'll tell you, even with the 18-game hit streak, I'll take a walk, and with Danny Wright's speed, we might be able to turn, first base quickly into second base. Then you're in scoring position. And I think 8-9-1 in our lineup's pretty good. That's in. That does not feel right for Danny Wright. Overturned. Oh, my goodness. That is as close as I have ever seen a pitch. Oh, my goodness. 2-2. Reezy with the tier 1. We should expect to see Danny Wright's potential go up. I hope so, but I don't really know how the system works here in MLB The Show. Danny Wright is going to extend his hit streak. He's an extra base machine. Will he get 3? With no outs, Down by 1 here in the 7th. Not worth it. His 17th double of the year. Hit streak now to 19. What an incredible player. Danny Wright's the man. Will we be able to get him in? We do actually take the lead. Do we jump in here? I think we do. Good sinker. Roll him up. Good spot. I mean, if you've seen any of Cardinals franchise, you know what Pirates Brendan Donovan's capable of. This guy's unbelievable. What a turn from Mason Wynn! I didn't even think there was a chance at 2. Laser from short. So Jay-Z got it to him, and then Mason Wynn with a bullet to Soto. Oh my goodness. Cardinals win again. Victor Scott 2 for 3 with a double. Weatherholt 2 hits and a double. Danny Wright keeps his hit streak alive. Dude, this is the team. Oh, okay. Interdivisional trading. Francisco Alvarez, who's having a great year for the Mets, and Mark Vientos are headed to the Phillies. The Mets get back Gary Price, number 38 prospect in baseball, a 55 overall second baseman. Rafael Marchand, a 30-year-old backup catcher, having a horrendous year. And Miles Kern, a 23-year-old C-potential 63 overall center fielder. Absolutely horrendous trade. Riley Green's back. And we're going to get him back in the lineup. We have been cooking, and so Jay-Z's been hot, but Riley Green's the best hitter on this team. So, I mean, what do you do here? Glaber's on fire. Gorman's on fire. Danny Wright's on fire. Victor Scott's on fire. Who do you take out of the lineup here to get Riley Green back in? You can't move Weatherholt down. It's probably Baez against right-handers. And that's just the easy move to make, but that's a tough move to make because, I mean, he's having also an incredible year. Batting average over 300, on base of 866, on base of near 360. It's just our catcher spot is so cold. Like, do we put Ryan Yell back in the lineup against righties, try to get something going? I think we do. Maybe that's the difference. And then against lefties, Riley Green's still going to jump back in. But, I mean, how do you bench Danny Wright right now? That feels like a tough thing to do. I guess we're going to play him off the bench. But, like, you can't take Victor Scott out of the lineup. He's too valuable defensively. So Wright, I guess, just takes a seat against lefties. But that's tough. I mean, his on base is over 400. He's slugging 579. It's an awesome problem to have. But right now, we've got about too much talent. But it is an awesome problem to have. I'm going to keep Bryant Beach 7th for now against lefties. Hopefully Herrera can figure it out a little bit. And Thomas Ajazi, 18-game hit streak. Tanner Bybee, 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. So Jay-Z against Jack Dreyer is a good matchup for us. That's a really good one. I mean, so Jay-Z's got like 80 contact against lefties. Or something close. Hitting close to 320 on the year. 857 OPS. 6 home runs off the bench. I think that's a bit high. 0-1. And he pops up, fastball down the middle, just early, and out in foul territory. Might get another AB, and he will against Garrett Whitlock. Much worse matchup. Dodgers have tied it at 1. We're going to let Sajazi try to extend the hit streak. Thought that was going to have a little bit more action to it, but it just catches the zone. Sajazi jammed and lines out weakly to second base. And we go to extras. Up 3-1. Herrera leads off the second base. Sajazi against Edwin Diaz. He's hitting .366 with runners in scoring position this year. But this is a tough matchup against one of the elite closers of the game. Even here in 2029, Edwin's still pretty good. There's 99 up and in. Sajazi fighting to just get a piece of it. 97 in on the hands. I mean, everything is just really beautifully located except for the first pitch of the AB. That was it. There's the two-seam. Finally, a ball. We don't need to hit it hard. Just need to get it through that big gap over there on the right side of the field. This looking to be a line out, though. Good swing. Herrera can't advance. Hopefully the pitching's going to be good enough to get us this win against one of the elite teams of not only the National League, but of Major League Baseball. Here's Mason Miller against Mookie with the ghost runner on second, 2 outs. Ground ball to second. Bobbled by Weatherholt. Stay with it. He does. Cards win. Let's go. Mason win with a 2-hit day. Glaber with 2 hits. Bryant Beach with another off day. Good outing for Bybee, we talked about. And you know what? They did start the lefty Blake Snell, who dominated us for the most part through 6. But I want Bryant Beach playing against lefties. Thomas Sajazi should not be playing every day against lefties. I say every day, but there's no platoon going on with Beach and Sajazi. I can guarantee you. We get some guys who are a bit tired, though. Like, Sajazi could get a start in there. Beach is a bit lower in the lineup. But he's going to get hot again, and we're going to move him back up. It's just what's going to happen. He hits lefties. He hits lefties like he plays third base, which is quite well. Randall Clemente getting shelled down in the minors, but Jeremy Rivas is quite hot. Chris Valdez raked in June, hit .343, 14 RBIs. Jared Schuster was good, and Michael McGreevy, of course, doing what he does in the minors, which is performing incredibly well. David Dooley might be ready for a promotion to AAA. 1 ERA in 36 innings, so struck out 37 in those games. 18 saves for him with the AA team. Our catchers just still can't get it going. David Duff at AAA is lighting it up. Hitting .368, 8 homers, OPS at 1154, slugging .736. Oh my goodness. 8 homers, 8 doubles in 22 games. Has also walked 9 times. Goodness. Trey Page hitting well at AA. Glaber's on fire. Sajazi's on fire. But you guys want to see the third baseman here. Chris Valdez. I mean, he is ready to go. Prieto's also really hitting well at AAA, but Valdez hitting .350, has 18 home runs, 52 ribbies. He's up to an 80 overall. The contact against Wright is great. He's not really improving much against lefties in the contact department, but the power has gone up a bit. He's still really bad defensively, but the bat is absolutely legit. I do expect Chris Valdez to join the big league team at some point this year. Mason Wynn having a nice year for us, hitting .270, 10 homers. Riley Green, obviously, we know what he can do. Weatherholt's crushing it. And right now, how crazy is it that J.J. Weatherholt is hitting .293, with 17 home runs prior to the All-Star break, and yet he's an afterthought on this team. Because Danny Wright's here, hitting .342. Has 9 home runs, is not playing every day, of course, but it's just incredible when he does play. I mean, just love to see it. And Victor Scott. Like, what are you doing, Victor? 289, 16 steals, 5 homers. Kevin Jacobs is enjoying a good season at AA so far. And then Josh Baez has been awesome as well. We may consider Acevedo and Padilla up to AA at some point. Padilla, of course, is one of the top prospects in our organization, 98 potential. He's the number 3 prospect in baseball. That's pretty good. But long way to go to reach his potential. We're not trying to rush anything. Right now, whatever formula we have is working. Danny Wright, as Ryan Yell has homered in this game. Shohei has hit 2, unfortunately. We're likely to lose, but Danny Wright's got a 21-game hit streak. 21? That's because Danny Wright was the 21 kid, all grown up. You guys familiar with the Vine? The Dodgers are 58-30, and we might be better than they are. Danny Wright has an OPS of 975. It's MVP level stuff. And again, I know he's not playing every day, so he's got the advantage of playing to the matchups, but that's all he does. Every at-bat now. Hit it hard to left center. We're going to stay 2. Danny Wright's doubled again. Hit streak extended.
Number 3.
22-game hit streak. I mean, he's going to match his jersey number. It's an unreal player. See if we can come back and win this game. Nope. But that was going to be a tough thing to do. Ryan Yell and Joshua Baez with homers. Nolan Gorman with a 2-hit day. Bryant Beach 0 for 4. And Pepio got lit up. 5 earned runs in 3 innings. But I keep seeing Dick Fitz like hold a pretty low ERA, so he's been good when he comes in. Tyler Holton's been a bit disappointing. Well, we're going to keep getting these. Danny Wright has walked twice today, and that's going to hurt him because he's got a 22-game hit streak. If he wants to keep that alive, walks are great. Those really help us win. But they unfortunately do not keep a hit streak alive. Gorman at first. We are up 4-2 here in the 8th. Danny Wright just lace one to left center.
Number 29.
That's all you have to do here. Or you are at Great American, so if you put it in the air, it's probably just going to be a home run. Crazy we can say probably to something like that, but am I wrong? This is the Little League Park in MLB. Most home runs hit here compared to any other place in baseball by a huge margin since it opened. Danny Wright slugging .574. I mean, what a player. That looked out to me, but it's probably not worth it. Would have been 3-0. 2-1's okay. I guess you can't take him with you. Maybe would have been worth the challenge. Would have been ball 4. Ryan Yell is homered tonight. He's on deck. Maybe starting to get it going a little bit. Here is the 3-1. And they walk him. 3rd walk of the day for Danny Wright. And if that's how the hit streak ends, like, what can you say, man? They wanted nothing to do with him. Pop up to Gorman. That's the ball game. Danny Wright's 22-game hit streak comes to an end because they walked him 3 times. Riley Green, 3 for 4 with a home run. That's crazy. Barry Bonds' treatment is right. I mean, you don't see a lot of players walk 3 times in a game. At least not at MLB The Show. Lars Nootbaar may be headed to the Giants. Good luck to him. And look at Victor Scott. Triple away from the cycle. He'll face Felix Bautista, the Mountain. Victor Scott is having some type of a year. And the thing with Victor Scott, compared to every other hitter that we're going to bring up, he's got a realistic chance of tripling if he can get it to the gap or down the line. His type of speed, absolutely possible. So it's the hardest part of the cycle to get, but it might be doable for Victor Scott. There's the sinker. He's 0-2. I don't love it. Look at that pitch. I mean, that's the 0-2 pitch. Sinker at 96, dropping up and away. Fly ball. Sky high. And that will be the cycle chances for Victor Scott, more than likely. Although, we have brought it to within 1 run. Josh Baez is a great hitter for us. Get out, ball. Get out. Get out.
Foul ball.
Oh, just foul. That would have tied it. Here's the 1-2. Wasn't it 2-1 just now? Either way. He grounds out to end the game, end the inning, end the everything. Weatherholt 3 for 5 with a homer and a double. Obviously a great day for Victor Scott. And we are quickly approaching the All-Star break. You know, we haven't really experimented with making any trades to this point. We'll jump in. Joshua Baez, 2 homers. He's had a great year. I mean, everything is clicking right now. Everything's clicking. We've scored 13. We're up 62-32.
Now batting.
Joshua Baez has
Number
15 home
22.
runs. Batting average above 290. This is a beautiful thing.
Ball.
Hard cutter there from Ethan Roberts. There's the cutter again. I'm looking at the scoreboard. Sajazi continues to start at third base. I don't know whose decision this is, but it's like Bryant Beach is not an everyday player right now. It's kind of incredible, and not in a good way. So we might maybe move Beach up in the order, because right now I think the game is seeing Beach in the 7 spot and being like, he's replaceable as Baez drives that to right. Good piece of hitting. Just can't get it out or find anything else, but we've scored 15 runs. Joshua Baez, 2 homers. Glaber, 3 hits and a double. Gorman, 3 for 4 with a home run. Victor Scott with a 3-hit day. Oh, you know what? Beach did start, had a hit, but Thomas Sajazi came on to pinch run. Green, Herrera, Sajazi, and Gorman all with a homer. Gorman's up to 23 and Green's up to 23. Baez with 2. Beach hit by a pitch as well. And Liberatore, nice start. 6 strong, 7 Ks. Bullpen held it down. We've got some momentum. I mean, I wish the All-Star break wasn't even coming because I don't want this team to take any time off. We are on fire right now in Bryant Beach. Lat muscle strain. So this is a really good time for him to, I think, head to the 10-day injured list. Just take some time off. Maybe it's a bit of a stretch here, but he's a little bit cold right now, too. Going to miss 1 to 2 weeks. And guys, it's time. It's time. After hitting .350 with 21 home runs, Chris Valdez will make his major league debut just prior to the All-Star break. It is time. The long-awaited highly anticipated debut of Chris Valdez. The switch-hitting corner infielder probably ends up as just the DH. But for right now, he's going to debut and hit 6th while playing the hot corner. Chris Valdez, everybody wants to see it. They've been begging for Chris Valdez action. And now, I hate to tell you guys, it's going to be a short stint here at the major league level. It will be. This is not going to be a consistent thing. But for right now, this is the guy. We will give Chris Valdez his long-awaited major league debut at Wrigley. Unfortunately, not in front of the home fans. But first, we've got the first-year player draft. All right. That'll be an interesting one. We pick at number 18 overall. Rockies on the clock at number 1. They go Samuel Hudson, a second baseman, just 18 years old. He was draft rank 48. The Rockies have made him the number 1 overall pick. Okay. Pick number 2, Howard Hamill. That seems like it makes a little bit more sense. Draft rank 3. The Twins take the first pitcher off the board with Howard Hamlin from Better Call Saul. With the 3rd pick, the Reds go Cash Goats, the number 1 overall player in the draft. We didn't even bother really scouting him. I didn't think we'd have a chance to get him, but cash money to Cincinnati. He'll be in the division. And we'll see how the rest of this draft goes. Again, we don't pick till 18, but there are some good prospects for us. I mean, I would say Seamus Hassett is number 1 on our board right now. James Clarkson, I also think, is good value. Now, you do potentially have to question the ability of the scout that we had on some of these guys. Still like Cash Sears quite a bit. Like Jonathan Alvarado quite a bit. I mean, look at the 90 to 95 potential range is what makes him particularly exciting, but he's off the board. Omar Corona goes to the Tigers. Aldridge goes to the White Sox. Adam Divino from Workaholics. Adam Divino is the pick. John Johnson's in this class. Domingo? Is this the same Domingo that we looked at like in season 1? It may be. Kevin Guzman to the Nats at 8. Tim Gore to the Angels at 9. There goes Luis Armas, who I liked quite a bit. High potential, number 4 player in the draft. Can play shortstop really, really well defensively. Obviously good speed. Contact looked okay. Vladimir Rodriguez. Silas LaBruce to the Giants. We didn't get a chance to look at all these guys. I'm going to be honest. My scouting for this season, I don't think was especially good. Jackson Bloom is interesting. A starting pitcher with just 3 pitches, but they're 3 good ones. There goes Willie Hernandez, a player that we had graded pretty high. Draft rank 6. Marlins grabbed the starting pitcher. Alan Friedberg, we were just scouting, didn't get to finish. He goes to the Rays, and we are just 3 picks away. The Guardians go Cash Sears at 16. I don't know what the potential was going to be for him, but it looked like it could have been good. And he looked really well-rounded and really talented. The Yankees go Floyd Webb. And we are on the clock at 18. 4 minutes to make our decision. Well, I feel like Seamus Hassett is probably the pick. James Clarkson is interesting because he has 4 pitches that look to be average to plus. He throws pretty hard, and the attributes look pretty good. And really, that's like the best player we have scouted. And Seamus Hassett, it's an average bat. He really is like a Mason Wynn clone. Like I totally agree with that. 5'7" though. So he'll grow because he's only 18. We'll make him grow if we draft him, or even in general. So usually the tiny guys are good. 5'10" pitcher. I mean, it's really the pick between the two. Would I rather the starter or the infielder? I think we're going to go with Seamus Hassett. He's our number 1 player in the draft. High potential range. I feel like our pitching is good, and we can find value even down the board. We're going to draft the shortstop. Seamus Hassett at number 18 overall, wearing Danny Wright's 29. But that is our pickup as we get to 32. So the other starter is off the board. James Clarkson went to the Pirates. So we may end up seeing him. And we are on the clock at 32. I really did not scout that well this time around. I mean, it has to be said. So that's not great. That is not great. Frank Campos, 6'4", 217 out of Puerto Rico. But we don't have any of these guys scouted. Domingo. So these are just shots in the dark. I'm going to go Frank Campos. He's a giant 6'4", 217 pound outfielder out of Puerto Rico. And we're gonna take the chance on him. Everyone wants Domingo. Does he seem better? He's got a fun name, but is the bat going to be good? We don't really have any of these guys scouted enough to say whether or not they will be good. I'm going Frank Campos. Hopefully the offensive potential ends up getting there, as we will simulate to our next pick. Domingo went to the Mariners. And here we are at 58. I think we go Derek O'Donnell. He's our number 33 player in the draft. He looks very average for the most part, but maybe there's something to develop there. Juan Bonilla maybe has higher potential and higher hit per 9. I'm looking at the quality of the pitches. Like, that changeup looks like it's going to be awful. We just don't really know much about these players. I'll go Derek O'Donnell because we have him scouted. Get a lefty in there. At 67, Juan Bonilla, Juan Guillen are both still here. Alexi Tapia looks very Danny Wright-esque. And we kind of drafted that type of player. But I think we're going to focus on pitching. Let's go Juan Guillen here. Hopefully the potential matches what he looks like. Juan Bonilla is here as well. Let's do it. A lot of pitchers. We are very pitcher-focused in this draft. Pedro Gutierrez is here. We don't have these guys scouted a lot. Like, I get that. But Chu Kim, potential doesn't look great. Yeah, as I said, we really did not do a good job scouting this year. I don't really know what happened. We'll go Gutierrez. it's good to just get more pitchers in the organization. So hoping this works out. Carlos Benitez, 4-pitch reliever, lefty. We'll add him. This has the potential to be the worst draft class we've brought in over our time here. And sometimes that's just how it goes. You know what? Theo McGrath has 65 to 99 potential. That's our guy. And that is our draft. Well, we'll see what happened. It's time for Chris Valdez to make his major league debut. He's hitting 6th. And I'm excited to see what he's got. Long awaited, highly anticipated DJB. Thanks for the Prime sub. And I'm excited to see what he's got. You guys have been begging for the Chris Valdez debut. He may end up going right back to AAA following this game, essentially. But he'll make his debut at one of the oldest parks in professional baseball. Is it the oldest park? Jake, thanks for the Tier 1 3 months in advance. It's either that or Fenway. I might guess Wrigley's slightly older. I might go Wrigley, then Fenway. But I'm not sure, so don't take that as fact. Chris Valdez.
Batting 6.
Zeros across the board. It can only go up from here. Wearing number 18. We could potentially change that. Danny Wright leads off of first. We're going to challenge the first pitch. First pitch he ever sees. Go to the hat. Go to the helmet. It's low. 1-0. Sources saying Fenway is older. I was incorrect with my guess. 2-0. Valdez, patient in his first at bat. Not trying to do too much off of the now veteran Cade Horton. But Will's finally swing. 2-0. Fly ball to right field. Tracked down in the gap. Danny Wright retreats to first. So kind of chased outside a bit there. But not a bad piece of hitting. And Chris Valdez is not a great defender. He really is not. So this could be an adventure out here today. Doesn't really have too much of an arm, but he's going to have to jump throw, cross body, and he makes it! If he's safe at first, it's 2-0 Cubs. But Chris Valdez from foul territory showing us his best Bryant Beach impression. Nice out.
Now batting.
And Valdez will get another AB.
Number 18.
As we are down 2-1. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Pitch to hit. Chris Valdez looking for his first hit. He can leg this out. It's an infield single for Valdez. Base hit for Chris. After making a great defensive play, we're going to keep the baseball. And you know what? Valdez hit it hard. 99 off the bat. In between short and third there. And he's on the board. First major league hit. Let's go. Jamie, thanks for the Tier 1 3 months in advance. And Valdez actually has some pretty good wheels. Showed us that he could steal a base or two at AAA. Obviously nowhere to go with the bases loaded. And Victor Scott leaps out of the way. Huge moment in the game. Where's the ball? This could score a run. Fly ball to center field. Valdez retreats. Runner tries to score. He's hosed. Looks like Yvonne Herrera there. Out by a mile at home. Yeah, Pete Crow Armstrong's got a pretty good arm. It literally is in his name. Armstrong. You should have known. You should have known. It's actually Gleyber Torres wearing Mark McGuire's 25. Come on, Gleyber. Really come on to the third base coach. But I get it with 2 outs. Here's Moises Ballesteros. Past Valdez. We might have a play at the plate here. Valdez does not have a great arm. And there was really no play there anyway. Probably had an out at 2 for free. Never getting the runner at home. And you're down 4-1. Valdez is hitting 500, though. We'll see Cade Horton for a 3rd time. Come on, Chris. Your ability is with the bat. That's where you show up. Ground ball. Not going to be another infield single for Valdez. He's really just hitting the ball on the ground a lot. Only down 2, though. We got to keep this close. How about a ground ball double play? We're going to try to turn it. That's going to be by Chris Valdez because you don't let Mason Wynn make the play.
No, he's in there.
Can't turn to. But we're only down 1. Cade Horton been knocked out of the game. Danny Wright on first because of course he is. And Chris Valdez turns around a bat from the right side off Luke Little. Come on, Chris. Homer here would be absolutely electric. 2-seam fastball away. Good timing, but just missed it. Better location, maybe. Ground ball. It's another base hit for Chris Valdez. 2-hit day in his debut. They're all ground balls. But a hit's a hit right now. We'll take that. It's a pretty good debut. Smoked a couple of ground balls. Really, 3. He's hit the ball pretty well every time up. Just got to get something going for Victor Scott here. Down 0-2. Lefty's tough. Victor Scott going to put this one in play. That's going to drop for a base hit. Valdez trying to stretch to 3. Here's the throw. Valdez out at 3rd. Oh, he made the last out at 3. He can run well. Perfect throw from PCA. Why do we keep testing him? The run did score. We are tied at 4. That's a tough out to make. Bottom 9. Bases loaded for Otto Kemp. But an out at any base. And that's going to end the game. Cubs win. Not a bad debut overall for Chris Valdez, though. Had a couple of hits, but our pitching's got to be a bit better. It's a tough out to make it 3rd base in that spot. Gleyber with a homer, Victor Scott with a double, Rangel with a 3-hit day. It was fun to see Chris Valdez debut, but you saw some rawness there for sure. Defense was not great, and then a bit of an error on the bases. This doesn't make no sense. It's good English. All-star voting, no Cardinals? I mean, I get that the sum of this team might be greater than its parts individually. I think we're platooning some players, but we don't have one all-star. Starting pitching. Okay, I can get that. Pepio's in the mix. 246,000 votes. Bybee's in there. He does have the all-star logo. Bubic is in there. He hasn't been as good lately. And that maybe has held him back a little bit. It was a poor May and June into July. So Bubic is a bit up and down right now. So, okay, that's understandable. Relievers, it's Yoel Peguero, number 1. Closer, Mason Miller's in that 4 spot. He also does have the star logo next to him. So maybe he's just an all-star anyway. But Randy Rodriguez has more votes. Seems crazy. Miller's got a lower ERA. We might be the best team in baseball. Catcher, I mean, I don't really have to look at this, but it's not great. First base, Gorman with 438,000 votes. He's hitting tanks. 23 of them, to be exact. At second base, Glaber's in the mix, but really Weatherholt's playing a lot of second base for us. At third, Bryant Beach, maybe not in consideration, hitting the IL at a bad time. He was looking for his first All-Star appearance. Well, it's not going to be this year, unfortunately, for Bryant Beach. At short, Trey Turner, number 1, Ellie in that second spot. Got to scroll down a bit to get to Mason Wynn, who's been cold. And then in left field, if Riley Green's not an All-Star, something is very wrong. OPS at 1041. Sitting 349. Vote for him. JJ Weatherholt in the conversation too. Danny Wright in the conversation. In center, Victor Scott, number 3. In right, they're sleeping on Joshua Baez, man. Unbelievable. But we have made it to the Home Run Derby. I would imagine that we do actually have somebody participating in the Home Run Derby. That would be my guess. Doug Marlin's hot. Let's go, Doug. He's hot. And I'm ready to... Dude, the right stick click is so stupid. You click it, it does nothing. Then you click it again, and it goes twice. What's happening? All right, today is the Home Run Derby. Do we have anybody actually in it? Nolan Gorman just missing the cut. He's got 23. Riley Green's at like 23. Ben Rice at 29. Let's go, Ben. Benny Barrels. Nukes only. What a player. All right. So no Home Run Derby this year. We'll eventually get there. In the All-Star game, do we have a starter? Let's see. Nope. Another All-Star game we will skip. And then the Futures game. I would imagine that we have a starter in this. That's kind of my expectation. We do. We actually have a couple. Ellis Padilla is in there. Liam Doyle is the starter despite being pretty awful this year. 5.66 ERA. But Ellis Padilla, number 3 prospect in baseball. Currently not up to AA yet. But may get that promotion soon. But I know you guys are itching to see more David Duff. He's up to an 84 overall at just 19 years old. OPS near 1,100. He's been a freak. But you know what? We've already seen David Duff. We're going to player lock with Ellis Padilla. His ratings are really, really bad. I mean, just horrendous. But he's got 98 potential. So if we can unlock that potential, we will have one of the best players in baseball. So we just saw David Duff last episode. We've never had the privilege of seeing number 3 prospect Ellis Padilla before. He's going to start at DH. And we'll get some ABs with him. Liam Doyle. God, what a disappointment he's been. But this is the first at-bat we've ever seen from Ellis Padilla. Number 3 prospect in baseball. 98 potential. Everyone sees the talent. And this is a pretty good swing. That's going to drop in and get out. It's a double for Ellis Padilla. His first swing that we've ever seen is a good one. Let's go, Ellis. Just placed it perfectly. And he's got decent speed. He's not, bad on the bases. Ground ball. Padilla to third, but there's 2 outs now. Still looking to get some runs across. So David Duff didn't homer in his first at bat, unfortunately. This ball's going to drop, but will it get by the catcher? Here we go. Let's go, Ellis. Show us the speed! And he's out at home. That was really close, to be honest. That bounced farther away than I thought it would, but Padilla can't get in there. It's 2-2.
Number 20.
See if Padilla can do something here in his second at-bat. Good pitch. Ooh, bad scent. That makes sense. Dude, it's the futures game. We're going to try to make a play. In the World Series, brother. Padilla gets a hold of that one. Hits it deep to left. If it's fair, it's gone. Ellis Padilla has put that one in the seats. Maybe this is our actual number 1 prospect. A double and a homer here in the futures game. Ellis Padilla might be living up to that 98 potential. Okay. I mean, yeah, it barely got out, but it counts the same. Homer and a double for Ellis Padilla in his channel debut. That's high. Call stands. Wow. Just caught.
Nope.
Fastball in.
Inside.
Sun setting here over the Allegheny. Here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. And Padilla could be getting used to hitting a lot of home runs here. I'd love to see it. I think, if anything, he's shown us that he's ready to get an opportunity at AA, actually playing in the games. Hit this ball pretty well. But unfortunately, the luck runs out. He'll line out to right. That's a pretty good swing, and that's going to do it for Padilla. He might be your player of the game. And he is. 2 for 3 with a double and a homer. I mean, I was really encouraged by what I saw. David Duff struck out and walked. Otherwise went 0 for 2. But Padilla showing us why he was in that spot to begin with. He can hit. Liam Doyle gives us 2 innings. Strikes out 4, no walks, no hits. Or 1 walk, no hits, no runs. And then David Dooley gets the hold out of the pen. Of course, our top closer prospect. Allowed a hit, but struck out 2. Hey, you'd love to see it. I'll tell you, I did not expect Ellis Padilla to get player of the game there for the futures game. That's very impressive, but I mean, it's a great day. Multiple extra base hits. It's time. Ellis Padilla. Now imagine. He's going to move to AA. We're going to get him in the lineup every day. I want to see him develop in real time. I will imagine that there can be, that there will be some struggles. But I think he's really got the potential to be a fantastic player for us. So he'll replace Ueto. I think we'll move him into the 5 spot. And yeah, like he's an outlier for the level. Obviously extremely young and raw as a player, no question. But he's going to jump in and play right field. Maybe we'll even hit him 3rd. Let's try it. 6 maybe. We'll see. I'm excited to see. I mean, if we have another top prospect, that's going to be awesome. We might want to consider some trades at this point, but I'll tell you, I don't know what we would trade. If you go in and you look at our rotation, they've mostly been very good. Burke's kind of been like whatever, but every other guy has been very good. And then the pen, Fitz has been lights out. Motts has been good. Holton's been a little bit not great, unfortunately. Efros has been okay. Fernandez has been very good. Soto, Bonda, Miller, all great. Like, maybe we could use another reliever, but, like, who would I send down? That's the thing. I mean, we got a lot of great arms here. Like, maybe Efros hasn't been great. Or if we were to go out and get a better middle reliever. And he's regressing. And he's been a negative WAR player for us this year. Maybe we could go out and get a reliever over Efros. Let's look at the trade block. So Buxton, even though he just signed with the Mets, is on the trade block. And he's regressing. So we kind of dodged a bullet not getting him. Corey Seager and Wyatt Langford are here. J-Ram is here. Brady Singer. I mean, a lot of starters. Abner Uribe is having a really bad year. I mean, a lot of these relievers are. Cole Sands, I could see being a good fit. He's actually still improving. He's been pretty consistently good. So Cole Sands is not a bad option. Even though that's like not the exciting move we could make. Daniel Palencia. Pete Fairbanks. He is regressing, but could we bring Pete Fairbanks back? And yeah, pairing Sands and Beach would make sense too, with the names. All right, I've been talked into it. He is a little expensive. Where's Pete? 2 years. Let's try to initiate a trade here. Orioles looking for prospects, young MLB, third base, left field, right field. So at third base, we have Bryant Beach, obviously, Chris Valdez, Prieto. Not a whole lot of players I'd be interested to trade, but Cole Sands probably is not that valuable. In the outfield, Martin Moreno. And then we obviously just talked about Ellis Padilla. We have Rich Acevedo in here as well. He probably is not going to be that expensive to acquire. I like Martin Moreno. The bat's pretty good. I just don't know when he would ever play. Defense is bad. He's pretty blocked. He's got a quirk, though. Stopper performs better when the team is behind. We probably don't need to trade him. Let's offer Dakota Harris. 64 overall, C potential. Although that's not great. Dooley's only been at AA. Not really ready to bring him up straight to the majors. We'll see. And then, do we have another prospect we could add? I'm not really looking to. I mean, I would offer them Travis Honeyman. So 2 C potential prospects for Cole Sands, who's a B potential 31-year-old reliever on the trade block, 79 overall. This might be enough to do it. So, we'll see what that does. And in the meantime, I do think we could promote David Dooley to AAA. He's been lights out at AA, but he's not going to go straight up. I'll move him to AAA, and we'll see what that does. I'm not going to, rule out a potential debut for him this year, although I feel like it could be a bit early. And the Orioles have rejected the trade. The offer does not align with their needs. Well, in a way it does, but are those guys not young enough? I think I do want to hold on to Moreno. I mean, maybe I can go to the front office here and... I mean, I'd love to tell people that I'm looking for relief pitchers. Don't really want Lars Nootbaar anymore, but I am potentially looking to upgrade at reliever. So Cole Sands is on the list already. I'm trying to look at relievers that have actually been good. And that's going to be a big part of it for me. Bruzdar. Bruzdar could be a good player to add. We'll add him to the target list. And then we'll add Pete Fairbanks as well. I wouldn't imagine he's going to be very expensive, but he could be a big piece of a potential World Series team. They want second base prospect. What about Ryan Weingartner? And then in right field, hey, Miguel Ueto is a guy. It's not a strong trade, but hey, maybe they do it. Maybe they take it. Try to get some money off the books. It's a possibility. And that trade is rejected, which is okay. It's time to sign our draft picks, by the way. We're 63 and 33. What a season we're having. Seamus Hassett was our pick at 18. He was draft rank 1 for us. We'll see if that's true here in a moment. Derek O'Donnell we can offer already. He has declined. Juan Bonilla has 70% motivation to sign. And he has... Who else is in here? Carlos Benitez has signed as well. A lot of 18-year-olds in this class. A lot of potential. I had Frank Campos. Seamus Hassett, I guess, is the big one to sign. Phillies defeat the Cardinals. And our AAA staff has too many pitchers. Well, that means somebody's got to go down. Bruce Zimmerman. Send him straight to high A. It just is what it is there. Let's see if we can simulate again. We lose again, 1-0. And there is a blockbuster trade. The Angels acquire Willie Adams. I thought that guy was playing shortstop for the Giants. Number 12 prospect in baseball, 18 years old. Switch hitting outfielder. Angels number 1 prospect now. All right. The A's get Shea Langoliers. So he was on the Angels? The Angels got Shea Langoliers? Yeah, I guess he signed with the Angels and they've traded him back to the A's. They're also getting Tim Herron. Okay. Well, that's interesting, I guess. That's an interesting move. Derek O'Donnell has declined again. Yeah, I guess it is kind of like the same offer we just gave him. Bryant Beach is back. And we got to fix the roster here. Somebody's got to get sent down. It's going to be Chris Valdez. I think pretty obviously. May come back up at some point this year. Still looking for his first big league homer. But he's going down to AAA. And I mean, we saw a nice debut. Had a couple of hits. I think you can easily see the potential there and get excited about it. And now he'll just go back to AAA to form the craziest 1-2 combo the league has ever seen. David Duff and Chris Valdez is a killer 1-2. But hopefully not actually, like Aaron Hernandez and Gronk. That was a little bit too real. Against lefties, I mean, Gorman's just been so great. But we're going to hit him 6th, so Bryant Beach can hit 5th. And then against righties, Danny Wright's been awesome. But we're going to throw Beach back in the cleanup spot. Ryan Yell's getting on fire. 3 lefties in a row is okay when the 3 lefties hit lefties. Mason Wynn, unfortunately, is a bit cold right now, but hope he'll get it going. Ivan Herrera, maybe starting to get it going a little bit. Playing only against lefties, I'm sure has helped that. And then Mason Wynn, we were just saying how cold he's been. He's 2 for 2 with 2 homers today. How about a third, Mason? We talked about it, but he's pretty much playing for an extension at this point. He's a good player, but is he a great player?
Up next for the Cardinals.
It's up to 13 home runs now. He could get to 20, and that's a pretty good offensive year for Mason Wynn. He's hit this ball pretty hard to left center. Get up and get out! Mason Wynn! 3 home run day. Oh my goodness, Mason Wynn. Laser beam to left center. The only question was it high enough? The answer turned out to be yes. It got up and it got out. 3 homer day for Mason freaking Wynn. Helping us live up to the last name. I mean, this was nearly 110 off the bat. That thing was obliterated. Nice performance. Bryant Beach 3 for 4 with a double. I get this question a lot. Why keep 3 catchers? Because we often play 2 of them. Not so much this year, but there are often times where Herrera and Rangel are both in the lineup, and then you don't have a catcher on the bench if you don't have a catcher. So that is why I do it mostly. Seamus Hassett has signed with the Cardinals, and I imagine the 18-year-old will keep growing from his 5'7" frame. Derek O'Donnell has also decided to sign. See his potential dropping a bit, unfortunately. Get Juan Guillen in there. I don't know if we're going to be able to sign our entire class. We shall see. And there's another big-time trade. Marlins get Bo Naylor and Jose Quijada. Naylor actually starting to hit a bit. 1 year left on his contract. Guardians get Javier Sanoja, who's crushing it at AA, but is older for doing that. And number 92 prospect reliever James Moody. Okay, I guess blockbuster is a word there. Riley Green needs a triple for the cycle. He's got a homer, of course. 3 ribbies today. And we're up 9-1. The Padres are 30 and 74.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Riley Green is pretty much holding down these incredible numbers. I mean, this is a great year. Obviously, this team was really hot pre-All-Star break. It's going to be tough to keep up these same type of numbers and the same type of production. But we shall see. Should be able to simulate here. Keeping 3 catchers because you're using 2, and you're not using your DH first base effectively. That's your opinion, and you're welcome to it. When you have the catchers that we have that can hit the way that they've shown to do, maybe not too much this year, I'm okay getting them in the lineup. If they hit, they hit, right? Does it matter what their primary position is? Riley Green with a home run. Gorman with a home run and a double. Danny Wright with a homer. Rangel right on cue, the catcher, 3 for 5 with a home run. Just because, you know, some players start out the year cold doesn't mean we completely forget what we know about them. But I'm glad you guys are, you know, involved and trying to give me an opinion on how to make the team better. That's the end goal, right? So I understand it. And I mean, we are 3-7 in our last 10. We're only 65 and 38 so far. Where's that in the majors? Top of the National League Central, we're up 10.5 games on the Reds. Look at the NL wild card. We're up significantly over the Phillies, who are 60 and 44. 64 and 42. So, yeah, we've got the second best record in baseball, only behind the Dodgers. So we'll take that. And hopefully we're able to continue this hot stretch. Cole Sands being mentioned as a part of a possible trade package to the Dodgers. We're just going to leave it. I'm comfortable with where the bullpen is. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. Joshua Baez is a triple away from the cycle. It's tough. Triples are really, really hard to get. The big thing here is just go out and win the game. We're facing the 30-win Padres.
Right fielder,
This should be a sweep. I'd take a home run to tie it. We're down by 1. Need to get on base. Baez is cooling off a little bit. Was red hot to start the year. But with 3 hits today, a homer, a double as part of that, he's been incredible. This is going to be a line out. Unless we have a dive! If that got by him, that could have been the triple. But unfortunately, it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He's able to keep him in front of it. But a 4-hit day for Joshua Baez. But we're down to our final strike. It's Victor Scott against Alec Jacob. Ground ball to third. Machado there. Scott runs well, but not well enough. Padres steal a victory. Gorman homers again. Joshua Baez again. Great 4 for 4. But Padres 3 runs in the third ends up being the difference. And then 3 runs in the 7th. Maybe we do need to go out and get another reliever. Maybe that's the big deal right now. Is it too late for Sands? Is it worth giving up Martin Moreno? Sands is with the Orioles. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. They're looking for young MLB or prospects. Moreno's 20 years old. He's our number 16 prospect. He's got a great bat in terms of contact skills. But maybe we could better the bullpen. I'm going to add Moreno and Dakota Harris, and maybe that is enough to get Cole Sands. We're trying to upgrade the bullpen. We've got David Dooley in the minors, but it may not be enough. And we still can't even add Gutierrez and Theo McGrath yet, because we can't get the percentage high enough on Campos or Guillen. I'm going to take him out of there for a second to get Pedro Gutierrez in there with the only 36%. And that trade is rejected. All right, Cole Sands will stay an Oriole for right now. Today's the trade deadline. Sands is still out there. Brusdar's still out there. All right, let's talk to the Mets. Like, we're in a position where the team has been so strong, but you can always get better. Brusdar in the trade block. They're looking for young MLB or prospects. Closer, second base, and shortstop. We've got Alden Sanchez waiting in the wings. I kind of like him, though. But will he ever feature? He's pitching pretty well. I'd like to keep him in the organization. I'll offer them George Soriano, who is really never going to play for us. At second, we really do not have a lot to offer. I'm not trading Sajazi, who's been good. And at shortstop, Jesus Baez is our number 11 prospect. There might be some interest there. Martin Peralta in there as well. Has B potential, but is never going to be good. I'll offer Martin Peralta and Jesus Baez. We have another shortstop that's going to be coming up in the minors. So, kind of a big offer for Brusdar. But that'd be a nice addition to our bullpen. So we'll see if that ends up being the move. Riley Green, 2-homer day. Does it count if it's off the Rockies? Yes, it does. It's 8-5. We scored 5 in the second. And if you're calling it an overpay, we'll see if the Mets even accept.
Up next for the
Is it an
Cardinals,
overpay if we trade a prospect or two that will probably never, feature at the big league level for a player that can help us win a World Series this year? You got to do whatever it takes. And Brusdar's, pitched really well. Hopefully he's the difference. Brooks, thanks for the tier 1. Riley Green, 2 homers. Sajazi with a home run. Danny Wright doubles. Weatherholt homers. A lot of runs for us today. Bryant Beach out of the lineup. Bybee struggled a bit at Coors, but puts in really a pretty good start in the end. Efros is on the verge of getting replaced if we can pull off the Brusdar Gratterall trade. But you get into the playoffs, you're going to carry more relievers anyway. So we'll see what happens. We're about to get some news. Trade accepted. Yeah, the Mets are basically saying we overpaid. But Brusdar has been unreal. 1.05 ERA in 25 2/3. 2 years left on his contract. Only $6.1 million per year. Jesus Baez, I didn't figure this guy was ever going to play for us. He's now the Mets' number 10 prospect. Martin Peralta maybe had more value with the B potential, but he's 23 years old and only a 55 overall. And then George Soriano is somebody we've kind of DFA'd before. So, congrats to the Mets. A little bit rude from them with their wording, but we've got Brusdar. And it's the deadline to sign draft picks. And we are not in good position to do so. See if we can get Juan Guillen here. We do. Pedro Gutierrez, Frank Campos, and Theo McGrath are the three remaining. Gutierrez, we might have to really overpay here. But we have landed him. 18-year-old right-hander is now in our organization. Frank Campos, the potential is going to be low here. He might be bad. And we don't really know anything about Theo McGrath. But we honestly should have the money to sign all these guys. Theo McGrath has decided to sign. We've got the money to offer Campos. He is signed as well. So we do manage to get our entire class. Whether or not that class is actually good is a different story. We do have to send somebody down. So we'll see who that is. Tekoa Roby not pitching well. Ellis Padilla, 394 in 33 at-bats with 8 RBIs. Okay, Ellis Padilla might be balling. Chris Valdez is still too good for AAA. Hit 387 in July, 9 RBIs in 62 at-bats. Cooper Jerpy's pitching well. Mick Abel is crushing it, and that's another pitcher we could potentially call up. We've got pitchers waiting. Like Cade Anderson, we really haven't seen much of this year, but he's pitched fairly well down at AAA. McGreevy's been great, but we've seen that before. Abel's on fire. But somebody's got to go down, right? Shortstop's a bit weak now. There's no question about that. David Duff has come back down to earth a bit with the average, but it's still over 300. 11 homers, 22 runs, and 156 at-bats is quite good. Ryan Yell's getting hot. Herrera's starting to hit a little bit better. David Dooley's been okay at AAA. Hard to complain about any of that. I'm liking it. We do need to send a pitcher down, though. And Bonda has not been great. He's actually lost 3 overall points. Is he the one to go down? Efros is starting to find it a little bit, even though he's regressing. For right now, I am going to send Bonda down to AAA, but because of his service time, we actually cannot do that. And that's going to be the same for Efros. So who can we actually move down? Ryan Fernandez has been good. We don't want to do that. I mean, Richard Fitz has been good too. We might not want to do that either. And yet we can't carry all these guys. It might have to be Bryson Motts because that's the only guy we could move down. He's pitched well for us this year. And he's out of options. This is quite the predicament. Who can we actually send down? I mean, Fitz has been great. He's kind of the only guy we can move down right now. So, that sucks. But Motts has been really good. And I think Brusdar is going to be a heck of a setup, man. These are 2 really good relievers to push to Mason Miller. Hopefully this is the change we needed to kick our pitching back into gear. Sean Burke is starting to get lit up a little bit. Sean Burke actually probably does have options available. we're going to send Sean Burke down. And we're going to promote Cade Anderson to the rotation. It might be time to get a little bit aggressive. Cade Anderson will make his MLB debut. Calling up one of our top prospects at Seattle. Burke has struggled a little bit. I like Sean Burke. He's going to get it going. Liam Doyle, honestly, we're going to send to the pen for right now. Burke, I want to continue starting. Got a lot of pitchers here at AAA. I mean, Liam Doyle, this kind of sucks, but Liam Doyle might have to go down to AA or something to figure it out. I mean, he's been absolutely terrible. He's been absolutely terrible. David Dooley, we're going to make the closer. See if he can thrive in that type of a role. We'll see if he can. Mason Burns, you're out of the closer spot at AA. We're going to give it to Alden Sanchez. And we'll see if the change of scenery is what a lot of these guys need. I do have to change the lineup at AAA because, of course, we do. We are missing a shortstop. Yeah, because we did trade a lot of shortstops. So that has been a move. Ellis Padilla, though. Why are you so good? Is it just because you have 98 potential? His OPS is 1126. 2 homers, a double, a triple in 9 games. 13 hits in 9 games. He's a 58 overall. Ellis Padilla going crazy. And how about this storyline? Cade Anderson to make his major league debut against the team that traded him away. In the city of Seattle, Cade Anderson could have been pitching here, every 5 or 6 days for the Mariners. They didn't want him. They wanted Lars Nootbaar instead. Well, it's kind of working out. They're 61-48. They're performing well. They've added Bo Bichette. We'll see if Cade Anderson, who has earned this opportunity, can shut down the lineup that he would have been playing with. I'll tell you what, he's pitched pretty well. In 112 and a third innings, has struck out 103, only walked 28. 3.28 ERA. 12-6 record at AAA. He has earned this opportunity. I hope the strikeouts start adding up. And we've got a tough task today, facing Mackenzie Gore. 3.01 ERA. A player we tried to sign. He picked Seattle over St. Louis. And we'll see if that ends up being the right decision. But today, it's all about Cade. Cal Raleigh, kind of in the Kyle Schwarber-esque role, will lead off for Seattle, and Cade Anderson's quickly got him 0-2. We've not seen a lot of Cade Anderson recently. Been more hitter-focused, and Raleigh will give this one a ride. But here at T-Mobile, it's such a deep playing park. Something to do with being just off of the water. Doesn't play as hitter-friendly. That actually might have been a strike. There's some factors. Cade Anderson gets the pop-up. This is as friendly of a park as you could possibly find if you were looking to make your MLB debut. The storyline just too good here. Obviously, these are still big league hitters with big-time power that can hurt you. J-Rod especially. Cal Raleigh. Like, these guys can hit it out of pretty much any ballpark, right? I think that's a strike. Stand up for your young pitcher, Yvonne. He's making his MLB debut. 0-2. Show me that first big league strikeout. Ooh, J-Rod just gets a piece. Very early. He'll do the 0-2 again. He's fooled, he's jammed, and he's out at first. 1, 2, 3 for Cade. No strikeouts. But A very good outing. We've already got a run on the board as well, by the way. 1-0 Cardinals. Josh Naylor looks really strange at the plate. He looks like he's about 5'6" with Andre the Giant's head. And Cade's working quickly. But I remember the last time we saw him in one of the minor league outings, and there's strikeout number 1. Naylor goes down, lefty. The last time we saw him, he cruised early and then struggled a little bit the later we got into the game. So we'll see if Cade can actually, continue this hot start. Very good pitch on the slider. Big strikeout. Here's Edmundo Sosa. Ground ball. Weatherholt ranging over. Great defensive play there for JJ, who is, I think, going to just move back to second base as his primary position. Right now it's left field, but it's going to end up being second base. Glaber's mostly just played DH for us. If JJ Weatherholt wants to start making some all-star teams, it's going to have to be at second base. We got Danny Wright, we got Riley Green. It's going to be tough. He's being underrated right now, but that's right where we want him to be. Whoa, fastball up and in, missed. Here is the 2-2. Got him looking. I don't know if we planned for that location, but it got there. Cade Anderson picks up his second strikeout as he's faced the minimum here in Seattle. And this is a red-hot Mariner lineup. First in runs, first in average, first in hits. Home runs maybe not so much, but first in RBIs, of course. You'd imagine that. Here's Brandon Nimmo, another professional hitter, and Cade is just filling up the strike zone. That might have been just off. Nimmo, really not the challenging type, I suppose. And he'll roll over and ground out to Weatherholt. It's still very early, but Cade is dealing with this lineup. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball, no.
Obviously a hitter with a ton of power, but maybe entering the twilight of his career. I mean, Teoscar at this point,
Inside.
going to be closing in on 40 years old. So maybe not the same player he used to be. He'll take strike 1. Need Cade just to locate this fastball a bit more consistently. And that's a good spot for it. And that really should set up the changeup. Should be strike 3 here. Ooh, jammed. Cade makes a nice play. Let's make the throw onto first. Easy does it. Easy out. Pitcher fielding practice for Cade Anderson. And this is the team, let's just call it what it is. Has-beens. Nolan Arenado, the 9-hitter, pops up into foul territory. Gorman leaps, can't make the play. Change up. Just fouls it off. Show him that big curveball. Just gets a piece. It's 0-2 again. Arenado is hitting .333, maybe only playing against lefties.
No, that's up.
It's an incredible take on the heater. I mean, I might even call that a bad 0-2 take. It's a bad take. He gets lucky. Ball don't lie. Beach. To Gorman. Cade Anderson threw 3 in his debut. If we can find a bit more consistency out of Cade Anderson compared to Sean Burke, I'm in. And we explode for 4 runs in the top of the 4th. 5-0 Cardinals. How about a little run support for Cade Anderson in his MLB debut? How about it? Slider drops in. Let's do it again. Cal knows he needs to swing at it this time.
Ball.
We're going to challenge that. 0-2, it's worth the challenge. To strike out a hitter like Cal Raleigh, back to the bench, back to the dugout. That's strike 3. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Up next for the Mariners, third baseman,
Bo Bichette back up as Cade Anderson works through this Mariner lineup for a second time. And you know what? He's getting a lot of calls. Getting a lot of calls here on close pitches. But sometimes that's what you need. Dude, at T-Mobile, pitcher-friendly umpire in your debut. Beach across the diamond, jump throw from foul territory, makes the play. And look at the defense that Cade Anderson's getting behind him. It's been a lot of J.J. Weatherholt, but now Bryant Beach. Have I told you guys that he can field the position at third base? I may have mentioned it, but you're seeing it. You are seeing it. There's 99 on a challenge fastball. 0-0. J-Rod can't handle it. Out in front of that one, though. All right. He's showing he's on it, but this is also a guy who's shown that he'll chase. Swing and a miss. Change up. Cade Anderson has this Seattle lineup absolutely confused. A lot of swings and misses, but a lot of called strikes. He's been economical. He's filling up the zone early, and Nolan Gorman makes an incredible diving stop, but foul ball. Slider. Worth a challenge maybe, but we're going to leave it. I think that should have been 0-2. There's strike number 2 anyway. Let's try the slider. Ooh, what a take. Show him the curveball, 2-2. Swing and a miss! Herrera to field from behind the plate. Makes the throw. It's another strikeout for Cade.
Up next for the
He's
Mariners.
dealing. That's 5 Ks. It's 9-0 Cardinals. As we have surely knocked Mackenzie Gore out of the game, and that's a strike. Whoa! All right, that was closer than I thought it was, actually. Will be 1-0. There's a high fly ball. Deep to left. Sosa sending Green back. He'll make the catch in front of the track for out number 2.
Up next for the Mariners.
Cade Anderson. I won't get into specifics, but he's pitched very well here into the 5th inning. That might have been his biggest mistake pitch. Riley Green ranging over way into the gap, makes the play. Where's Victor Scott? You're the center fielder, brother. Go out and make a play, but Cade Anderson has been very, very good. 47 pitches here at the start of the 6th inning. Nimmo's hit well recently, but Cade Anderson is dialed in his debut. It's 2-0. We're probably going to try and throw this slider for a strike, and it is. Nimmo actually swinging 2-0. Kind of caught me off guard. How about a curveball in there for a strike? 2-2. Let's bear down. Nimmo's a tough out. Cade has gas. Ooh, Nimmo pulls it. Very, very ready for the heater in that spot. Let's go to the slider. Ground ball. Mason Wynn diving. Can't make the play. Great at bat from Nimmo. And there goes the perfect game in his MLB debut. I'll tell you what, 5 innings of perfect pitching in his MLB debut. He loses the no-hitter in the perfect game on a slider down and away. That was a ball. Just got to give Brandon Nimmo credit. That was a really good piece of hitting. Now we just got to settle in and say, hey, that didn't hurt you. First base runner you've allowed all game. Now you're going to pitch from the stretch. It's a little bit different, but just keep doing what you've been doing. You're going to get results. Teoscar strikes out on a slider. Well located. Here's Arenado. Obviously a big double play threat with his speed. Going to try and pitch him low in the zone, but the curveball is what we're going to want to use here. Swing and a miss. Could pitch for the strikeout. Maybe we try to. Oh, ground ball. Mason Wynn to second. Weatherholt back on to first. Double play. Cade through 6. Very strong innings for the rookie. What a debut so far. And how do you send Cade Anderson back down after this? We called him up for a spark. Sean Burke was struggling. He'll try to figure it out at AAA. Maybe he comes back up as a starter. Maybe he comes back up as a long reliever out of our bullpen in the playoffs. Like, we took a chance when we traded for him. He's been okay.
Oh, you. Take it. Take it.
Cade Anderson showing off the defense there. Looked like Bryant Beach and Mason Wynn were coming on to make the play as Cade stepped off the mound. And then they were not going to make the play. Cade has to step in, show off some athleticism. You know, a lot of the times on pop-ups, it's not really the pitcher's responsibility. Infielders coming to make a play, and that's the best hit ball of the day, I would say. Bo Bichette with a one-out single. Julio's going to be tough to double up. Going to need to make better pitches than that. Ooh, good curveball. Fastball blown by him. Let's try it again. Swing and a miss. Julio down. Cade elevates for his 7th strikeout here in the 7th inning. Fastball. Might have caught the zone. Might have caught the zone. It did not. And there was a risk, but you can't take him with you. Naylor's a tough hitter. You're going to try to steal a strike when you can. Executes the pitch that time. Can you tell how we're trying to pitch Josh Naylor? Zach Naylor. Where'd I get that name from? Let's get a little bit fancy here. Front door slider.
No.
Ooh, just missed. Let's go away. Ground ball. Just make the out at first, Cade. No reason to get crazy here. Inning over. Cade Anderson threw 7 in his debut. Absolutely incredible performance. That will do it. Can we get a round of applause here? 7 innings, 2 hits, no walks. Cade Anderson dominates the red-hot Mariner lineup en route to a big victory. You really can't do much better than that. Like, yeah, Strasburg struck out double digits in his debut. Cade wasn't, that close to that. But struck out 1 an inning. Got a lot of run support. Pitched great. What can you say? Mason Wynn homers. Bryant Beach and Gorman leave the yard. Doubles for Herrera, Scott, and Glaber. And obviously Cade just came in and shoved. Anthony Bonda was good. Tyler Holton came on for an out. That's what you wanted to see. What a performance. 3-run home run for Bryant Beach. May have been the difference in this one, but the Mariners didn't even get anything. In case you guys wanted a prospect update, David Duff is the #1 prospect in baseball, of course. Ellis Padilla is 3rd. Excited about that. They're really disrespecting Chris Valdez, who is the number 11 prospect, but should Lance J be higher? Oh, man, you're hitting 247 with a 677 on base plus slugging at AAA. Wow. Kenny Lance sucks. Derek Buckley is a closer who has not appeared in a game yet. Leo Mobley sucks. Andy Law sucks. Elijah Milton is okay. Jimmy Sierra is okay. They're disrespecting. Jonah Eldridge sucks. Show some respect to Chris Valdez. Here are our draft prospects. Okay, not bad. Seamus Hassett, 92 potential, 66 overall. Defense and speed, pretty good. Contact, not so good. Power, average. No quirks. Frank Campos, bit of a miss. D potential. No power. No defense. He's horrendous. He's an awful player. Derek O'Donnell, 61 overall, 86 potential. 5 pitch mix. Slider, cutter more advanced than anything else right now. Nice southpaw to add to the rotation. Juan Guillen, 82 potential. Not too bad. 57 overall. 5 pitch mix as well. And these guys are all like really young, so they've got room to grow. Although Juan Bonilla, he's already 21 years old. He's got 94 potential. He's already a 67 overall. 4 pitch mix, 4-seam changeup, slider, 2-seam. 2-seam being his best pitch right now. Attributes are really not bad. It's a good pitching prospect to add. Pedro Gutierrez is an 87 potential player, 53 overall, 4 pitch mix. Carlos Benitez is a 53 overall reliever with C potential. And then Theo McGrath, the meta of taking a catcher with your last pick that may have a potential seems to be good. They seem to always have a potential. 90. He's 19 years old. He's a 45 overall, but he may have some trade value. Isaiah Obama. Maybe adopted. Samuel Hudson. I mean, this was the number 1 pick. Bad teams stay bad. This was the number 1 pick. They did better down the board, I guess. The Dodgers barely even signed their guys, but the guys that they did sign are actually not bad. Luis Armas we liked. Unfortunately, did not get him. A lot of these guys were unsigned. Jonathan Alvarado, 95 potential. Orlando Cora, 86 potential. I mean, nothing crazy so far, to be honest. The White Sox may have cleaned up. Aldridge, Garcia, Alden Johnson, Brian Moody, 93 overall closer that's already rated highly. Cash Sears was who I wanted. We just missed out on him. 91 potential, 72 overall. He would have been great. Can't play shortstop, but would have been a really nice bat to add to the minors. We had to pivot, and maybe it works out for the best. Omar Corona looks pretty good right now, but also has okay potential. Maderos has decent potential. Twins didn't do anything crazy. A lot of picks. 94 potential for Tim Gore. Looks a lot like Bryant Beach, to be honest. It's like the same exact player model, except the hair is different. Okay. Damian Smith has 92 potential, but is far away from getting his ability. Domingo stinks too. 77 potential, 55 overall, defense and speed, bat's terrible, unfortunately. Rangers did okay, I guess. Odiakos, thanks for the tier 1. I mean, not really that great of a draft class. Mets, Phillies, terrible. And I liked Leroy Garcia a little bit. I guess he's good now. He also looks exactly like Cash Sears. Decent looking draft for the Nats. Oh, Cash Goats, 95 potential. And he's good right now. He's a 77 overall. That is a very good player. Johnny Sampson might be okay. His bat's like big league ready, pretty much. And then James Clarkson, I almost drafted. 89 potential, 66 overall. The 4 pitches he has right now are pretty good. He's not bad, but I thought our pitching was pretty good. So we ended up doing quite well, to be honest. I guess we took like a lot of the good players. Not all of them, but I'm not mad about the way this went. I think that went pretty well. And it was a lot of like shots in the dark. As we're going to start to do a little bit more simulating. Tanner Bybee's got a no-hitter. I have been instructed that there is a way to jump in order to keep the no-hitter alive and not get taken out of the game. He's only at 56 pitches. So we've got to figure out how to do that. But for right now, we're going to try to keep Tanner Bybee clean through the 7th. Instantly over. Stephen Kwan base hit. Ground ball through the hole. Well, can still be a great outing, but I guess when you throw the cutter, you're asking for them to make contact. It's going to get overturned, I think. Yeah, it is. I mean, no-hitters are cool, but I love a great outing. And it might be coming to an end. Danny Wright leaping, can't make the catch. He's not known for his defense, despite having pretty good speed. We're going to hold the runner. All right, Bybee. Let's settle in a little bit here. This is a lot of action with nobody out. PCA struggled with runners in scoring position this year. But he's got a lot of power. Can't really afford to make a mistake. Swing and a miss. Oh, geez, PCA. Great at bat, dude. That was so bad. Dansby pops up. Can Gorman get to it? No. Sinker up in the air. Can Danny Wright get to this one? No. Sinker on the ground, fouled off. Let's just pitch for a strikeout at this point. Fouling off everything. Sweeper, struck him out. Goodbye, Dansby. Thanks for playing. 8 Ks for Bybee. Here's Otto Kemp.
No, that's a ball.
Hitting kind of high in this Cubs order.
Ball, hot.
I guess I see why they stink.
Ball 3.
We can't even find the strike zone.
Yes.
Sinker drops in. Fastball's a strike. It's hit far, and it's going to drop. 2 runs will score. No hitter gone, and now the shutout. Gone as well.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 92.
It's a pitch right on the black, too. Suddenly, this game is losable. Fly ball. That's to left center. Victor Scott not going to get to it. The Cubs have brought it within 1. That's going to do it for Bybee. They're going to bring on Soto. Cubs win. Whoa. It all started with a ground ball single. We wasted 2-homer day for Gorman. The Cubs score 5 in the 7th and 8th. We lose the game. That is a brutal loss. Just a speed bump, not the beginning of the end. 2 home runs for J.J. Weatherholt. Does it look like it's the beginning of the end? 7 runs in the 6th. 6 runs in the 4th. This is how you get back at the Cubs. It's 13-2 in the 7th. Now, I will say Weatherholt's numbers have really come crashing down. This one's actually got a chance. Good swing from J.J. Deep to right. This is home run number 3. J.J. Weatherholt makes it 15. This is a playoff team. There's no doubt. That one just gets out. Not hit especially hard. Brady, thanks for the tier 1. It's 15-2 Cardinals. I mean, that's a pitch right down the middle. Weatherholt stays on it. Hit it 371. Only 92 off the bat, but it is a 3-homer day. What a performance. Gorman homers again. Also doubles. Cade Anderson picks up the win. Danny Wright 2 for 3 with a triple. Thomas Ajazi 2 for 2. Beach doubled. Glaber had 2 doubles. Danny Wright, of course, with the triple. And then Cade gave us a pretty good outing. And then the bullpen was pretty clean. I'm telling you, this is the team. I don't know if we're going to be a World Series team this year, but after not making the playoffs in 2026, 7, or 8, I can assure you this is a playoff team in 2029. We are making the playoffs this year. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. This is a playoff team. We are 73-45. We're going to win 90 games. And this is a team we've really struggled with. We can't beat the Diamondbacks for some reason. I don't know why. Grounded into 3 double plays tonight. It's 1-1 in the 10th. So not exactly a high-scoring output. But we got another good start out of Cade Anderson. Love to see that. Our top pitching prospect finally making an impact at the major league level. Mason Wynn holding this 270 average. He's at 17 home runs. He's had quite a good offensive year for us. It's not a jinx. We will be a playoff team. I guarantee it. There is no question. Base hit Mason Wynn. That's got to score a run. Please get in there. Throw home. Not in time. It's up the third baseline. We take the lead 2-1. Mason Wynn to second on the throw. And here's Victor Scott. He's hitting 297. Ground ball. That's going to get by. We're going to try and score here. Carroll does not throw especially well. That's way up the line. It's 4-1 Cardinals. Victor Scott to second on the throw. That's going to do it for Cade there. They go to Sean Dubin. And we go to J.J. Weatherholt. It's the top of our order. Fastball high. There will be no collapse this year. I guarantee it. We are a playoff team. You guys got to start believing. I know everyone wants to question the managerial abilities and the general manager skills and the trades and the signings and how we've, developed and upgraded and promoted players. But at the end of the day, we're one of the best teams in baseball as J.J. Weatherholt gets the infield hit. We have earned this. Haters be damned. We have earned this. Imagine Victor Scott tagging and scoring from second there. That'd be sick. Riley Green, also 1 for 4. Base hit ends the game. Oh, that was it. If we make it 5-1, there's just no way we lose. Good fastball. But not that tempting. Riley Green, that is a base hit. Misplay this in center. We're going to go first to third on that. There's just no way we lose the game now.
Now batting, right fielder, number 22.
Let's go Riley. Josh Baez. Fastball high. Fastball outside. I mean, at this point, any type of add-on that we can do just guarantees the win that even, that much more.
That's a ball.
3-0, Bryant Beach on deck.
Ball four. That's
4-pitch walk to Baez to get to Bryant Beach. That's going to do it for Dubin. They turn to Juan Murillo, who has not been very good. Bryant Beach is up to 20 home runs, OPS near 800. Maybe it wasn't the MVP type of season we wanted to see for Bryant Beach, but it was quite good. Like, he was a good player this year. And you're going to see that when we show the stats in the WAR. It's going to be a lot higher. Ground ball. Snagged it first. That'll do it. Fatty Bacon, thanks for the tier 1. There's no way they scored. There's no way they scored 3. Mason Miller has to come into the game in the bottom of the 10th to face Corbin Carroll. Unbelievable. Shut it down. Strike 3. Carroll down looking. Thank you, Miller. Man, this bullpen's killing us a little bit. Who did it this time? Scott F. Ross. Didn't even get an out. Scott F. Ross's time at the major league level might be coming to an end. We are... Okay. We are starting to struggle slightly. 4-6 in our last 10. What's going on here? I don't know. Is it our starting pitching? I mean, Bubic is struggling a little bit, maybe. Cade's been very good through 17. Libertor's still okay. I don't think Efros is worth, like, DFAing. He's been a net negative player, I suppose, but we're going to leave it as is. Is it maybe just our lineup's a bit cold right now? That could be it. I mean, Rangel's hot. That's nice. I feel like Victor Scott's still hitting quite well. Danny Wright still has not had any type of potential boost. He's had such an awesome season. What's going on here? I just feel like everyone across the board is performing just a bit worse. I think against righties, maybe Glaber doesn't DH and hit at the top of the order anymore. Maybe we just move him down slightly. It is a lot of lefties, though. Maybe we'll move up Beach slightly. It's a lot of lefties, but this is our lineup against right-handers. We'll move Glaber down a spot. Danny Wright's an on-base machine. We're going to move Gorman down one spot, and Gorman's been great. Here's the thing about Nolan Gorman. His on-base is 338, which is good, but his whole value is he's hitting home runs at an unbelievable rate. He's got 29. Riley Green's got 30. Weatherholt has 22. He got 29 home runs. Get Danny Wright on in front of him. Gorman homers him in. That seems like an easy recipe for success. Let's turn it around here at the end of August. 2 straight wins, love to see it. 15-0 and 11-1. We've outscored the Giants 26-1 in 2 games. Oh my goodness. That's more like it. We are missing a right fielder. Let's get Ueto in there. Colton Ledbetter, that's fine. It's our double-A lineup. Let's see. Kevin Jacobs hitting pretty well. He's like never going to develop with his potential, but he is hitting well. This is not This is not good. This is not good at all. Ellis Padilla on the IL. Sprained knee ligament. Okay. Well, hopefully that's not too big of a killer to his potential in his season. And we sweep the Giant. Oh, we actually don't. It's a 4-game series. We're about to sweep them. We scored 12. What is their pitching? We just scored 8 in the 7th. Thomas Sajazi has 2 homers and 6 RBIs. What is happening? Oh my goodness, Thomas Sajazi. Have a day. Have a year. He's at an 850 OPS, 10 home runs. Why is Thomas Sajazi like that? I'm in. Pitch to hit. That's a power swing. 104 off the bat. Laced to center. End it, Efros, please. They better still only have 3 runs. Thank you. All right, Glaber 2 for 5 with a homer. Home run for Danny Wright. 2 for Sajazi, a double for Bryant Beach. Liberatore pitched well enough. I'm okay with that. 2-hit day for Beach. I was really hoping Beach would be like a 290 type of hitter this year. 260 is not my favorite. He just never really got hot. And maybe he'll get hot in September. Let's player lock. See if Beach can get hot for the playoffs. I mean, we're heading in that direction. He's got 21 home runs. Like, he's had a great year. And look at his power against lefties. Goodness. I mean, OPS at 800. I mean, he's had a good year. He's just not going to hit 31 homers like he did last year unless he gets red hot. His WAR, 2.7. Significantly better than it was last year. And there's still a whole nother month. And apparently he's on fire right now. So we'll see if he can continue that. Dude. Raniel Rodriguez hitting 455 over his last 6. But I thought our catchers needed to be replaced. I thought Raniel and Ivan Herrera were not good enough. I wish we had Ivan Rodriguez. That'd be sick. Bubic needs to start pitching better again. He's been a bit slow. But we're going to player lock with the 2028 Rookie of the Year. Bryant Beach. We're down 5-0. What is going on with Chris Bubic, dude? What is going on? Base hit, Bryant Beach.
Come on,
Fastball down at 98. Hey, our hitting has shown all year we can score runs. All year. 5 is nothing. Glaber's on an 8-game hit streak. We moved him down in the order. Glaber took it as a challenge. He's been hot. He's popped up.
Infield fly. Batter's
Infield
out.
fly, batters out. 2 outs. Here's Danny Wright. He's had an incredible year. 953 OPS. 12 homers, which seems light, but he hasn't played every day. He's been unreal when he has played. And he's hit this ball hard and deep to right field. Please stretch. Takes a right fielder to the track, and he makes the catch. And it's bases loaded. Bubic has been knocked out of the game by the 3rd inning.
Roll it up.
We need a double play here. There's one. Weatherholt back on to first. Got him. Needed it. Still only down 5.
Now batting, third baseman.
And we don't need a home run here, Beach. We just need to get on. Need some type of a rally. We'll take the homer, though. Deep to center field. Bryant Beach. 430 feet away from home. Puts us on the board. To right center. 107 off the bat. They keep grooving the heaters. They're going to find out. All right, we're not dead yet. It's only the 3rd inning. We can score 5 runs in a game. We can score 5. We've done it before. And our lineup's getting hot right now. Beach is getting hot. Obviously off to a nice start today. I'd love to continue this trend. I really would. And we've got 4. It's 6-4. This is better. Little chopper. Easy play for Beach. We're on to the bottom of the 5th. Let's get some runs on the board here.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
See our offense last series. Our team averaged 11 runs per game and a 1,000 OPS. We had 19 extra base hits and 12 homers in a series. 43 RBIs in a series. And they're going to bring on the lefty to face Bryant Beach. It's Brian King. Beach can hit lefties. Might even have more power against left-handed pitching.
Oh, that pitch is out.
The question is, do they even want to pitch to him? We'll see. Wanted to swing, do something here. You know, walk would be good. They want to pitch to him away. That's kind of been the strategy when pitchers have had success. They pitch Beach away. Sinker down and in. Really tough pitch to do anything with. Beach grounds out. But will come up again. Down by 1 here in the 6th. 6-5. Runner on first. This is a huge spot against Wisniewski. Ooh, big sweeper. Timed it up. Could not hit it. Last 3 games, 11-14 OPS for Beach. He has been hot, and that is not the swing you want to make. Good timing. 10 feet high. Way out of the zone. And then jammed. Inside out swing, flies out to left. Hoping for a little bit more there. But we've taken the lead 10-6. I told you this team can hit. Saw Beach kick things off with a solo shot in the 3rd. And since then, it's been 9 runs in a row for your Cardinals. Actually, you know what? The Astros did get 1. Lefty. I keep saying it. It's tough. It's tough to produce in these spots. 10-6 Cards, though. Fastball just low. They're going to challenge. And that is overturned. 0-2. What are you supposed to do with any of those pitches? How about do that? Base hit Bryant Beach, his 3rd of the day. This lineup does not stop. Does not stop. Here's Glaber, double and a single. I'd take either of those right now. Favorable matchup against Lauer. Glaber ground ball. That one's going to sneak through. Station to station. It's bases loaded for the Cardinals here in the 7th. Let's go, Glaber. And here's Danny Wright. Does have 2 doubles and 2 runs today. But he's down 0-2. Lefty's not easy. I keep saying it. But Danny Wright can hit lefties a little bit.
All right,
Chopper, this could be 2. Got him. Wright runs well, but Astros managed to turn the double play. But we are just 1 out away from winning it. 12-6 after being down 5-0. We've outscored them 12-1. And Pete just doesn't run well enough. Cardinals win. Why is Beach over at first base? Just team player. Looks like Derek Jeter making that flip throw to home. 3-hit day for Bryant Beach. J.J. Weatherholt, 2 homers. Raniel Rodriguez, 3 for 5 with a home run, 4 ribbies. Gorman, 3 for 3 with a double. Beach, 3 for 5 with a homer, is an afterthought. Look at our lineup. Every single player had at least 2 hits. Some had 3. Weatherholt, 5 RBIs. Danny Wright, 2 doubles. Glaber doubled. Gorman doubled. Rodriguez, Beach with homers. Weatherholt with 2. I don't know what's going on with Chris Bubich. He didn't even get a 3rd out today. ERA skyrockets to 4.24, but the bullpen, including Scott Effross, held it down. Nolan Gorman, bruised leg. We're going to keep him active. We defeat the Astros 5-1. Bryant Beach has an opportunity here. We're at 81 wins. Runners on the corners, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, down by 1. Alexis Diaz is no Edwin Diaz, but that's what the Mets are clearly trying to do here.
Now batting, third baseman, number 13.
He's 0 for 2 today, hitting .261. We need him to have a hot September. We're hitting .264 heading into the final month of the season. He's a bona fide difference maker. I want to see it. Home run to take the lead here would be so sick. In the rain, doesn't matter. 3-0, they don't want anything to do with him. Absolutely nothing. So Jay-Z's on deck. That guy's playing so much, but with the Gorman injury, he'll miss a couple days, so Jay-Z going to play a little bit more. Green light, 3-0. Fouled it off. We want to do damage here, though. A walk's okay, but this is the matchup. Fly ball. Deep to right. A lot of hang time, but it might go! Beach gives us the lead! It's a beach party! Let me see the beach balls in chat! Go ahead, Homer, in the bottom of the 8th. Bryant Beach has done it. Will it be enough? We hope so. That's a big-time moment. Glaber taking off the crown for King Beach. What a moment. I thought maybe too much hang time. Maybe didn't get it far enough. But that will do it. Cardinals beat the Mets 4-2. I think that's a good moment to end on. Beach only 1 hit in this game, and it was a big one. Next video, playoff push plus playoffs if we make it. I'm telling you, we are making it. So stay tuned. Make sure you show up. That's going to be an absolutely big one. Mets win the series, but September is going to be fun. September is going to be really fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. We go in 84-50. Super excited for what the future holds. Ryan Yell's up to 280, by the way. 10 homers. David Duff slipping a bit average-wise. Gorman's up to 32 homers. So Jay-Z stays red hot. Bryant Beach, he actually might end up hitting 30 home runs. That would be crazy, but it's actually not out of the realm of possibility. And Chris Valdez wants that call-up. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.